A few weeks ago, I lost a pretty big project that I really wanted. And I don't think I lost it on price. I don't think I lost it on experience or approach. I think I lost it because I refused to give them an answer which they thought they wanted. So there's this team in a large organization, they wanted a communication plan. That's what they were asking for. So I got on a call with them and just fired off a whole bunch of questions to really understand what was going on. What's happening? Why are you doing this now? What is your picture of success? Who else is involved, et cetera, to really dig into what is going on. So what I learned was this team does really cool stuff that nobody really knows about. And they wanted a communication plan to let everybody know what they were doing. Because the problem was they were not invited to the table on big projects. Well, they were, but so late where there was very little that they could do at that point. They had very little control and they were just throwing something as in, fix this. What they wanted is make sure that everybody knows what we do and the importance of what we do, so we get invited to these projects much earlier. Through the conversation, I thought, I don't think a communication plan is going to help you, because I don't think the problem is communication. I think that the problem lies elsewhere. And I laid that out in the proposal, saying, I don't think that the problem is here. It might be, but I'm not really sure about that. So why don't we explore first before we come up with a solution, in this case, a communication plan. Maybe the solution isn't a communication plan. Let's figure out what the problem is first. Same when you go to a doctor and you ask for aspirin or painkiller. I mean, wouldn't a good doctor first find out what's going on? Like, why are you asking me for this? Why ask for this painkiller? Oh, I've got a problem with my knee. Let's explore that first. There's a similar thing here. A couple of days go by, I got a couple of follow-up questions in an email based on the proposal I sent to them. And then a couple of days after that, I got a message basically saying, thank you for your proposal, but we've gone with somebody else who has given us a more specific answer to what we're looking for, to which I think they just gave them a communication plan. And I was really bummed out about it because it was a very cool challenge. I thought it was a very interesting challenge to work on. I had already had some thinking and some questions around it. I would have loved to work on something like that. Now, perhaps the other proposal was better. I don't think I will ever know, but I do know that I would rather lose a pitch like this, staying true to my principles, than to win one where I pretend I've got an instant solution, an instant answer to that one, because I think that would be disingenuous. And if a project like this would come my path again, I would do the same thing. I would have much more of an exploratory lens in mind than to jump to quick solutions and quick answers. I mean, the best work I've done always started with curiosity and not certainty. That's where it gets interesting, the exploration. But I missed out on that one. It went somewhere else, which unfortunately is sometimes part of the work.